I'm the only one here, and we are up and running. She was out hiding over there.
I'm getting donations. I've got important
I got
stuff
one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Failing.
Here, I'll share you. I don't know what names you're going to get.
Oh, okay. These are easy. Thanks for being nice.
Okay,
I appreciate that.
Well, go ahead. Why don't you go first?
All right. We got James Hawkins from Crystal River, Bonnie Dorman from Lecanto, George Sky from Crystal River, Mr. and Mrs. Doyle from Beverly Hills, and Maureen Blair from Homosassa.
We thank you for those donations.
Absolutely.
And we also have Mr. and Mrs. Caffarelli, Mr. and Mrs. Hutchinson, Miss Von Shoppy, Mr. and Mrs. Haar, and Miss Smith. I know many of those names because they are actually parents of our consumers, and we really appreciate your donation. Now this one, we have Mr. and Mrs. Lowry, Mr. Newton, and Mr. and Mrs. Sibley, and Mr. Lane from Crystal River. Man, I tell you what, these glasses aren't working as good as they should be.
Good, I don't have any, so I'm good there. Well, if you feel the need to come off some money right now, 527-2341 is a good way to do it. And these ladies over here are ready to take the money, so we need the donations.
And that number is 527-2341. Once again, I'd like to take a second, though. We have not mentioned, I know we've had videos playing throughout the day, our Key Center partners. We actually have 8 in the community that have helped us do an educational campaign on educating individuals on persons with developmental disabilities and letting you know what they can do. And that would be Citrus Memorial Hospital. We've got Curry Roofing, FDS Disposal, WTRS, Dex Chronicle, WYKE, and Bay Area, which I know many of those individuals were at our auction Friday night, helping us raise those much needed funds. Very good thing on the sign there.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about, now, have you ever actually gotten a tour of the Key?
I have not done the tour.
Okay, you've not done the tour.
Nope, I've driven around a little bit, but I've never done the tour.
Well, this is your first time to the TV station.
Absolutely, I do shows on it, but I've never done one here.
Well, like I said, I know we mentioned it before, but let's go ahead and talk about the tours. Again, I don't know if we can get that number up, but I really would like for it, because I know everybody has their little circles.
Absolutely.
Whether it's, I know for a while there we were going through the Red Hat Society, which was a lot of fun. And our consumers really, really enjoyed that when we were bringing everyone around with the red and purple. But if you belong to a church or some kind of civic organization, please give us a call at that 795-541. I'd love to have the opportunity to kidnap you for about an hour or 2 hours and really show you. I think WYKE has done an excellent job this year.
Absolutely.
Showing you videos on what the Key is all about, because you and I can sit here and we can talk and we can try to tell the story, but we really tried this year to show different videos explaining the parents and guardians perspective.
Right.
What you're doing for me and my family and my child, and all the different activities that we have, because believe me, we are a place of a lot of activity.
You can definitely see that when you're here. I mean, there's plenty of going on. That's why I said those volunteers are necessary, and of course donations are. And
right. Now, if you missed watching this telethon and some of those videos, you can go to our website, www.keytrainingcenter.org. We have many of those stories and videos on our website, so you can learn more about us. And for some reason, if today is not the day, I don't know if I can really give that tax-deductible donation, you can always go to our website, learn more about us, and make an online donation.
Absolutely. Come right to the door and do that also. Right?
Well, you even said on the fancy phones.
That's on the fancy. Get your PDA out and go for it.
Some with Blackberries, other with X phones.
I got the Droid X. That works too. Come out. I'm going to go ahead and go through a few more names.
Okay,
We got a couple more donations here from Mr. and Mrs. Hines. We got Mr. and Mrs. Kraus, Mr. and Mrs. Snyder, and Mr. and Mrs. Thomas, and Mr. and Miss Elizabeth Gaines from Homosassa.
We thank you for those donations. That's very, very important. We want to thank the Citrus County Chronicle once again over there on the
Working hard
bank.
Right over here.
Working hard. Yep, we nearly caught somebody not drinking her water, but that's okay. She's been trying to take a break in between the phones, so we need to get these people busy. You need to give us a call at 527-2341.
If you're out of the area, 888-377-0340.
Now, I just went ahead and said, we're always showing videos on what we can do. We're now getting ready to go to a video on our Key Cafe, which this is a really kind of unique because it's located at our Inverness thrift store. Inverness, and it's going to tell you all about that. It's anything we do here at the Key, it always involves our consumers, and you're going to see that now with our Key Cafe and our Key Produce.